Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to your offline class. In previous class, I have just started the chapter Air Around Us, and there I have mentioned what is actually air and what are the basic characteristics or basic features of air. And today I am going to discuss the more detail of this chapter. Okay, students? So let's start. As we have seen that what are the main characteristic features. Air is a mixture, not a substance. Then air is colorless and transparent, and air occupies space and it exerts pressure. Okay. Now have you ever heard about wind? Wind is also a kind of air. Actually air is in motion. When air is moving form, then it is known as wind. Okay, you know this term wind. Now you know what is atmosphere. The blanket of air around the surface of our earth is known as atmosphere. So atmosphere also mainly contains of air. Okay, so the blanket of air that surround the earth's surface, okay, this is called as atmosphere. I hope you understood. Now on the basis of the different temperature, this atmosphere can be divided into 5 categories. Okay, this is not in your book, just for your information and for your proper concept. What is atmosphere? So atmosphere, what is atmosphere? Atmosphere is the thin blanket of air that surrounds the surface of the earth. Okay, so this is called atmosphere, and mainly atmosphere is divided into 5 distinct layers on the basis of the variation in temperature. If this is the earth surface, then the temperature, there are 5 layers of atmosphere. Okay, and another is here. So here figure you must write 5 layers of atmosphere. Okay, now the first layer is called troposphere. Troposphere. Second layer is called as stratosphere. And the third one is called mesosphere. Fourth layer is known as mesosphere, we have already seen. Then thermosphere, and the last one is exosphere. Okay, now this we have seen there are 5 layers of the atmosphere around the earth's surface. First one is troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, then thermosphere, and the 5th one is exosphere. This is the outermost layer of the earth. First comes to troposphere. What is this? This is the first layer of atmosphere, and this is near the earth's surface. Okay, near the earth's surface, and this layer is actually responsible for weather condition. Okay, and this layer itself contain more than 75% of the atmosphere. So atmosphere mostly contains 75% of this layer called troposphere. Okay, just the first layer of earth. Understood? Next comes to stratosphere. What is this stratosphere? Stratosphere is the layer just above the troposphere. Just above the troposphere, that is called stratosphere. Okay, and there is a layer is already there in the layer of stratosphere called ozone layer. Means there is a protective covering of earth due to this ozone layer, but due to pollution and due to so many harmful gases, now the ozone layer is actually broken, so that the harmful ultraviolet ray can easily pass through the pores of that ozone layer, where the pores is been made by some such harmful gases. Okay, so this ozone layer is found in the stratosphere. This is the protective covering of our earth. So you have to remember this point. In stratosphere there is the ozone layer we can find out. Okay, now comes to and another thing you must have idea about this, and the most of the aeroplanes that flies in this layer, aeroplane. Okay, so aeroplane flies in this stratosphere from troposphere, then it actually travels through stratosphere. Understood this point? So I hope you understood. Next comes to mesosphere. Now what is mesosphere? This is the third layer of atmosphere, and it is actually most coldest layer. This mesosphere is also known as the coldest layer of the earth's surface, atmosphere layer. Okay, so this is the most coldest, and after that this is called thermosphere. Thermo means heating, you know, heat. So this is the most hottest layer of the atmosphere, and this layer of atmosphere called thermosphere, here the space shuttles to go study for Earth from the space. Here space shuttles. Okay, so many space shuttles and so many satellites are actually being sent from the Earth for study of Earth from the space. And the exosphere, this is the outermost layer of the atmosphere, and it actually continues with the space. Okay, I hope you understood these layers of atmosphere, and if you have any problem you can ask me in the e-portal. Okay students, so I have discussed the different types of layers of atmosphere. Now I am going to discuss the composition of the components of air present. As I have told you, air is a mixture of gases. Now what type of gases, what are the name of that gases that are present in the air, and what are their percentage? If we draw a circle, this is actually a pie chart through which we can depict the 100% of a thing. So just assume that the 100% air is present in that circle. Now from this 100% air, this is the center. Sorry. Now you can see that this circle has been divided into three parts. This part, the maximum part, that is actually 78%, and this part is 21%, and this part only with 1%. Now it will become 100%, you can easily see. Now among these division, here you can see composition of air. This 78% of the air is nitrogen. You have to remember this point. that the main constituent of air is nitrogen. You know, nitrogen is very, very essential for our life, and nitrogen is very, very essential for the growth of plants. Okay. So here the nitrogen, then 21%, that is oxygen. Oxygen, without oxygen we cannot live, you know. So the oxygen in the air present only 21%, and nitrogen is 78% in the air. And there we can say what is 1%, this is called other gases. Other gases. Among these other gases, there are so many gases like carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is actually found in 0.05%, and other gases including water vapor, then smoke, argon, helium. These all gases can be found in this 1%. Okay, you understood this point? So this figure we can write, what is the figure name? We can write the composition of the components of air. Components of air. I hope you understood. And today up to this portion. In the next class I will discuss in more detailed form. Okay students, that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day.